Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a closer look at a pretty dense piece of Pro AV kit, the Kramer DSP-62-AEC 6x2 PoE audio matrix.
Yeah, that's quite a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah.
DSP-62-AEC. Our job today really is to cut through those acronyms.
Exactly.
For you folks integrating this stuff or managing AV systems, we want to get to why Kramer calls this an advanced audio hub, not just, another box.
Right. We're trying to translate things like DSP AEC 6x2 to translate those into what they actually mean for performance in, say, high-level conferencing or big integrated systems.
Precisely. So the 62 AEC, it's part of Kramer's Experience family, professional-grade 6x2 matrix switcher, but it really boils down to four core things packed into one unit: multi-channel DSP, that Acoustic Echo Cancellation, or AEC, HDMI de-embedding, and it also works as a straightforward USB audio interface.
Okay, let's kick off with the audio side, because Kramer uses the term studio grade. What's actually behind that? I mean, is the quality really that high for this kind of integration device?
Well, what's interesting under the hood is the DAC. They're using a latest gen 32-bit advanced digital analog converter architecture.
Okay.
And why that matters? Well, it's about achieving really good dynamic performance and keeping distortion incredibly low. We're talking less than 0.01% THD plus noise.
Less than 0.01%.
Yeah, tiny. In a conference room, that basically means distortion is inaudible. So the audio stays super clean, even when the box is also juggling, say, 4K video signals. Helps avoid that noise floor contamination installers sometimes battle.
Right, keeping things clean despite the processing load. Okay, now the bit I think a lot of IT folks focus on, AEC, Acoustic Echo Cancellation. What problem is that actually solving for the user in, like, a big meeting room?
Yeah, AEC. That's what makes it genuinely teleconference optimized. It's the magic bullet for that awful echo you get, When the far-end voice comes out the speakers and the tabletop mic picks it right back up.
The dreaded loop.
Exactly. AEC actively filters that out. It identifies the far-end audio and tells the mic, essentially, don't send that back. So the result is the people on the other end only hear the person speaking locally. Nice and crisp, no feedback, much less distracting room noise bleeding through.
Okay, that makes sense. So moving on to inputs and outputs. It's a 6x2 matrix, sounds simple, but the I/O types are pretty mixed here. You've got HDMI and analog audio inputs.
Yeah, it's quite flexible.
When would you realistically use both in one system? Isn't there a risk of, I don't know, latency issues or something, mixing those?
That mix is the point, really. It lets it be a central hub.
Yeah.
You've got 2 HDMI inputs, right? Maybe from a codec or a laptop.
Okay.
And then 4 balanced analog mono inputs. Think dedicated mics, maybe floor box connections, plus an unbalanced stereo input, too. Output-wise, you get 1 balanced stereo audio out, 1 HDMI out, and that really useful bidirectional USB audio port. Oh, and RS-232 and Ethernet for control, of course.
Right, the USB is key for PC connection. So physically putting this thing in, often they're tucked away under tables or in small racks. How does it integrate without becoming a cable mess?
Yeah, they've thought about that. Installation is pretty neat, mostly because of PoE power over Ethernet.
PoE?
Big plus for installers.
Yeah.
Means you often don't need a separate power brick and outlet right there, just the network cable. Though you can use mains power if you need to. And the box itself is a compact demi-tool enclosure. It's aluminum, fanless, so it's quiet. Good for mounting right on a surface or putting 2 side by side in the single 1U rack space.
Okay, so it's installed, powered up. How do you actually configure it? Tell it what to mix, how to route. How deep can you get with that DSP control?
Well, for basic setup, there's a graphical interface, pretty user-friendly. But for real integration, like with Crestron or AMX systems, you've got full API command control via RS-232 or Ethernet. So proper system integration. And that DSP isn't just for AEC. It handles all your mixing, EQ, auto gain, that sort of thing. You can save settings, too, up to 10 global presets and 10 specific mixer snapshots for different room scenarios. And we zoom out a bit, connect this to the bigger picture. Its value isn't just the audio processing. It's pulling AV functions together. It handles video switching up to 4K at 60 Hz, 4.4.4 chroma sampling, fully HDMI and HDTV 2.2 compliant.
Right.
And importantly, for some sectors, it's TA compliant. So bundling high-end audio 4K video switching and solid control into one TAA-approved box really shows that enterprise focus.
That consolidation seems like the key takeaway here, doesn't it? You get DSP, AEC, 4K video switching, all in one compact unit. And Kramer backs it with a 7-year warranty, which is pretty substantial.
It is, yeah.
So it makes you think, maybe for you listening, when you're choosing Pro AV gear for, say, a conference room upgrade, How much weight do you give to things like that long warranty or TAA compliance versus maybe tiny differences in raw audio specs? Is that system stability and introduction support the more critical factor for a truly reliable setup? Something to consider for your next project.